What's going on? Sitting here trying to come with a couple ideas. And something hit me, man. I had a few people tell me that I couldn't do a few different things. And they told me why they couldn't do it. And they told me what I needed to do. But I was listening to the wrong people. They had a status. So I thought that they probably knew. Just because a person has a status, a social status, doesn't mean that they're wise when it comes to giving you advice and what direction you're trying to go in. So I would say look for people who has accomplished or who is accomplishing what you're trying to do. Ask them for advice. Just because a person is a celebrity or is in a certain position doesn't mean that they're gonna give you some good advice. Um, I had a individual tell me how to do my YouTube page when I started out, and they was like, "Well, do this and do this," and I was like, "Man, I don't know how to do all that." And at first, I was a bit like, "Man, you know what? I'm not gonna drop no videos if I got to do all that," you know. And then eventually, I found my own niche that there's nothing wrong to have a professional video, some footage, but the main thing is getting the information out there. You want the information, you need the knowledge, you need the wisdom, you need the understanding of the situation you're going through, and there's no reason for me to have to wait to beautify the situation or to embellish it so that way I can give you some content. So stop listening to people when they give you certain advice if they go in your same direction, and then if you go to their platform and see that they're not doing or the numbers or everything ain't lining up where you want to go, the proof is in the pudding on that part. Most people will focus strong on one point and then they neglect the other. So you can always tell what they're neglecting if you do a little research, you know. So you might see them they booming on Instagram. It's not hard to boom on Instagram. The algorithms are different with the way that they judge the views. So it's easier, and if you put a little bit of money behind it, it's easier to corner the market. Versus YouTube, it's harder. I mean, you have to be consistent. You have to actually have a following. You have to have people that actually networking with you. I mean, it's a different platform. So there's different rules. And actually, when it comes to just expressing yourself, there isn't any rules because everybody likes something different. You know what I mean? I got videos I had released about RVs that got thousands of views to help the RV life. People going through repairs, just me doing mobile welding, the welding and hip hop, field welding and shop welding, the pro box, the welding skids, just the information I had given out just to encourage someone. So I'm glad I did that. But at one time, I almost didn't listening to the wrong person. So now I have over 2,000 videos on YouTube, and they all spontaneous. It's all unorthodox. But now I got information in rotation, though. I got content in rotation where a person can Google this and they can find this piece of content that might help them answer that question, because that's what I was trying to do. I was looking for answers. Wasn't nobody there to just assist me. So I was like, once I find out, I'm gonna throw the information out there. So that's what I did. But I think it's very wise for us to not get caught up listening to people that's not going in the direction that we're trying to go in. That's not there. You know what I mean? Like, we're not trying to get puffed up. I don't want to get lied to. Just be realistic with me. But at least let me know that it can be done. So if I'm watching you, you should already be there, or I don't need to be following you, or I don't need to be getting my information from you. You know what I mean? Actions always speak louder than words, man. Over time, a person should progress. Over time, a person should grow. You should never get to the point where you're just standing still. As long as we're alive, I think we should learn. When I was in prison, a wise man told me something. I'm gonna leave y'all with this. He said, "Joe, you need to learn like you're going to live forever, but you need to live like you're going to die tomorrow." And at first, I didn't understand that, but I get it. As long as you're here, We need to always learn and try to do better. But at the same time, we got to be cautious with our life and preserve it the best way we can. So when you're making your decisions, think about that. Think about what you're really trying to do. That way you don't waste any time. Hold on.